Hey guys, welcome back to Late Night Bool. This is gonna be episode 13. Um, I'm here with Elliott. We're not getting too crazy tonight. We're just kind of chilling out because honestly, like I've not gonna lie, I've been kind of wiling out the past couple of days. Like just
Yeah.
kind of just like because I'm only taking 2 classes and I just wanted to relax and just like I'm not even working on my hobbies like at the moment. I was just chilling out, hanging out with friends, like getting drunk and like all that fun stuff. But sitting across from me is Elliott.
Hello.
Howdy. Um, Tonight we're drinking something that everybody likes. Hopefully everybody drinks. It's called, I don't know. It's kind of foreign. Water. Yeah, I never heard of this, but
I think it's pronounced Wooder.
Weeder.
Yeah, Wooder.
Weewa.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I think that's the layman's term.
Dude, fucking when people say wooder,
I hate that shit.
dude, it's like go wash your hands. I need
Oh.
coffee. I'm like, dude, no.
Coffee.
Yeah, and then people make fun of me because I say home. Like I say it with an L, like kind of like say home. You say it.
Home.
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 Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Home,
It's like
yeah.
a rounded.
I want to go home. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's not weird.
Yeah.
I would have never noticed it if you didn't point it out.
I
Honestly.
can't. There's one word I can't say. It's labyrinth.
What?
Yeah. Did I just say it right?
What'd you say it again?
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth?
Yeah. Is it
Are you,
labyrinth?
are you trying to say labyrinth?
Labyrinth?
Did you
Shit.
say labyrinth?
I always said it. I always called it labyrinth.
Wow.
The labyrinth. Fuck.
Bot activity,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, I knew I said I wasn't going to talk about Sonic, but just one time.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
the Sonic Zone Labyrinth, and then
No.
Sonic 4 Episode 1 Lost Labyrinth. Like,
Labyrinth.
I never heard it. It's one of those words you never heard, and until like you're old and someone's like, you mean,
It's a lot of letters, guys.
yeah, dude. There's a Y in there and a THD. Like fuck, it's a little, it's a little much sometimes. Just reading all that shit.
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth.
We'll work on it.
Also, high key. I know we're not going to be recording by the time this comes out, or when we reach this day. But just a quick shout out. Happy fucking 1 year to Late Night Bool, dude.
Oh, yeah. What is it, February 10th?
Yep, February 10th, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so thanks for everyone here, just for tuning in for the first year of Late Night Bool. I mean, honestly, like Late Night Bool was going to be more sized with like having more people on, but we're making the best because COVID and stuff like that, and I couldn't have it any better other
Yeah.
way.
I mean, I enjoyed just what we're doing.
At
too.
least it's not dead in the water
Yeah.
yet. But
We're not dead. ... Yet.
yeah, we're not dead, maybe. But
We'll keep you updated.
yeah, February 10th, 2020. So congratulations, man. Give me a high five.
Air 5. Pop. Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude, did you hear that? That was a nice high five.
Dude, that was pretty sick.
Man, I don't even know what to talk about tonight.
I know what to talk about.
Yeah, you know what? Let me start it off real quick. Fucking Elliott Preston.
Wait, that's me.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe Elliott Preston.
Maybe.
Released a new track. Frozen Sun. It's available right now on Apple Music and Spotify and YouTube if you're into that sort of thing, listening to music on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere you look, you're gonna find it. Like it's even on fucking TikTok now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the geek part, dude. I can't wait until some girl, like, I think I said this to you, it's like some girl just does like her TikTok dance where it's like she's just like
It's just booling out.
or a fucking dog just being stupid or something. Like,
You would make that one.
oh yeah, no, dude. Like the Walter dog, dude.
Walter. Just
Yeah, just he's like
fucking Walter. Dude.
But yeah, other than that, Elliott released Frozen Sun. And like I said, just today it came out to all streaming services.
Yeah,
And
February 5th.
I did like a little title card and everything for it, like in a style of like Sonic, quote unquote, hysteria. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk to you about that like for a second because like
Sure.
I'm always talking about myself on here. I feel like, and I just kind of hog
Yeah.
it for a little bit.
And I do a series on my own YouTube of I call them Elliott Talks because I couldn't think of a better name, honestly. Where I just sort of I talk about the projects I release in terms of like like how they came about, what I like about it, how I get certain sounds on certain things, that sort of stuff. So we won't get into like everything, but I'm cool with talking about it, especially because I believe it was Was it the Kool-Aid and Scotch episode, or was it the one after?
Definitely not. It was
wasn't?
definitely like somewhere like in December at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might have been our last one of 2020. Or no.
No, because
No.
we got really hammered.
No, it was November, because I remember this. It was November. It wasn't the Halloween one. It was the one after that. Because I know that
Let me get a fact check.
I know what day I wrote it. Because my EP from 2019 called Twinge Gang came out November 29th.
Yeah, I think it was episode 9, Catching Up.
Yeah, it was Catching Up. Yeah. So after we were done recording that episode of Late Night Bool, because we were talking about like winter themed songs and stuff like that in video games and things like that.
And then I gave you a list of all the that big map pack I'm making for SRB2. It just gave you all the zones and the concepts like straight there. And then
I was just like, give me an ice one, bro. Like it'll be so fucking easy.
Yeah,
Like,
I was like,
love
the only ice
themes.
one I have here is Altered Way Act 2. So.
I'm like, I'm on it. So when we got done recording, I just started messing around with Mike still here in the room with me, with different instruments and stuff. And I had a few parts picked out and like we were onto something, but we had also been drinking and we were kind of tired.
Yeah.
So I shelved it for like a few days. And then I remember I was on PS4 with my friends one night and I fell asleep around like 2:30 or 3 or something. And then I woke up hungover at like 5:30 in the morning of the year anniversary of Twinge Gang, November 29th, 2020.
Yep.
And I was like, shit, I'm hungover, but I already like took a nap, so I'm not tired, but I feel like garbage. And I was, for various reasons, I was just kind of feeling mopey boy. But I just came out in the garage. I was like, I don't have anything else to fucking do. So I came out, I pulled up those instruments again, and I just went at it for like a few hours. And I had like a solid song. And I sent it to Mike like after I was done. I think I finished around like 8:30 or something. And I was like, hey, a little surprise for you. You're like, yo, what's this? And then you listened to it and you sent back all caps, dude, this is fucking sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is actually sick. So that was like, it felt good. Like making that morning, I have to say. And it just sort of evolved from there. I mixed and mastered it myself. I learned a lot this time around.
Yeah, you told me to stop leaking all the fucking masters.
I was sending you like so many like versions after versions,
and then
just,
you
like,
stopped.
Changes. Because you were leaking it to everybody, and like I love the excitement, but I'm like, bro, I'm not done.
Oh yeah, I was just leaking it to Al's and like fucking like to Nico and like to like my other SRB2 friends. And shit.
It's not like you just put it on Reddit or something.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's like you made it for the intention just for yourself and like pseudo for like Legends itself. So it's just like
But it was cool. It's electronic stuff, and then I have a bunch of guitars at the end, which is probably my favorite part. Honestly, it's pretty sick if I say so myself. But yeah, it's a cool song. I'm sure we'll link it or something. My channel is always in the description of these videos. So
exactly.
If you want to go check it out there, feel free.
Highly recommend it. I think we were talking about because like the original Altered Way Act 2 draft when I made it Genesis style.
Mm-hmm.
It was more or less like for the theme itself is like for Altered Way 2 specifically. Is one level where like Sonic and the gang are out in the middle of the Arctic, far away from where they're supposed to be. So they're just like, and it's sunset, and everyone's just like, we got to find a way out of this like island before like it gets too cold and we're gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's just like and the way I did it, it was just like very angsty, very slow. I thought it could be like a little more hyped. So then I gave it to someone, and I was like, can you completely like redo this, like same notes but like actual instruments. He did. I liked it. He added like a little vocals there, but it still like had the same feeling. So then I just told Elliott, I'm like, go ahead, fucking take a rip of it.
Yeah.
And like I told him like it's about like the urgency of like trying to get out somewhere and just like desolate, icy Arctic area.
Yeah. Well, and the thing I like about it with how it turned out is like, and it's kind of in the name too, Frozen Sun. It's like sort of like contradicting itself because you are in this like frozen wasteland, but like I always picture it as like you're in this frozen wasteland, but like the sun's coming up and like there's like a way out. You know what I mean?
Obviously, yeah.
There's like some sort of sense of it's like urgency, but it's not like scary urgency. You know what I mean? It's like motivational.
Passive urgency.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I like it a lot. I know you like it a lot.
I'm definitely look, if I didn't put Legends on the rack for a little bit just to focus on something smaller, I'll definitely, fuck it. I'll include Altered Way 2 as a fucking unlockable stage. They were like, "What happened to 1?" I'll be like, "Dude, don't worry about 1. It's not ready.
It's not ready."
Yeah. I had more ideas for 2, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
and 1 isn't even ice related.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've thought about this, but I've definitely thought about this. Like, I think it's kind of interesting that, like, how do I put this? Like, the way you were going about it, like you were using like Genesis samples and stuff like
FM
that.
synths.
Very, very much like from the source material.
Yeah.
Which is very, very good. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I think it sort of has its own flavor because you brought it to me, because that's not the sounds I use. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
So, like, at a certain point when I was making it, I wasn't thinking about, oh, this is for a sonic level my friend's making. I was just making it to make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it definitely shows it's like a little bit out of what you'd expect.
Yeah, it's definitely that. Exactly. It's just like, if I'm going to comment real quick, like Nico, like, when he makes his tracks, it definitely has his own style to it. It's very bouncy and like very, it definitely takes some cues from swing music. Like, because literally it's just like, it's going back and forth.
Yeah.
With the beat, and then just like the instruments he uses has like a little boing sound effect.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's his flavor. And then your flavor is just like, like electronic rock, which is like,
yeah, kind of.
and like the most, like when I was like, leaking like old stuff and like sending it to Nico and like my artist friend Alice and stuff, and they both said the same thing. They're like, yeah, this is something like straight out of like Sonic Adventure games. Like, they're like, not that it's a bad thing. They're like, I dig it. I'm like, cool, because that's actually for Legends itself, that's kind of like trying to get the main motif for it, just a mix of rock with every other like genre.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is interesting whenever I get around to, God, that's gonna be a monolith. I better be graduated college by the time I start on that project, dude.
Yeah, but it's cool because I've always wanted to make something for a video game, and like this isn't like, I'm not making fucking music for Nintendo, but like it's sort of a stepping stone in a way.
Yeah,
and I that's cool for me personally.
I mean, hey man, dude, my smaller project, dude, like it started just as like, I like, placeholder music, and some people made like music for it, like specifically just because I asked and they were like, okay.
Yeah.
But like, there's more opportunities opening up for stereo system if you want. So
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, name's still not final though, but like, cause everyone's like, stereo system, what's that? I'm like, dude, can I just name it something cool? Like, like, come on,
don't
like,
question it.
Yeah,
it's
no,
mine.
they're like, well, if it's like they're looking at the concept, they're like, well, if it's about the world ending, it's just like, why don't you just call it apocalypse? I'm like, cause that's edgy, and no one wants to play edgy shit.
It's edgy too.
Yeah,
edgy.
dude, stereo system just started off as a fucking code name, and I was just like, stereo system goes well with the music, so
yeah.
Yeah, because that music is the second focus of stereo systems.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But anyways, that's Frozen Sun, and I really appreciate you making that for that contribution. I'm glad that you actually got on the road again with making music and shit like that, because I feel like after that was just a big push for you to get back into music creatively.
Oh, absolutely. And like I'd been writing.
I know you were struggling for it for a little bit.
I mean, struggling is kind of a weird word, but I get what you mean.
You were just kind of like mappers. No, just a music block.
Kind of like I'll specify sort of what that means. Like, because I was writing all throughout 2020. Like, I didn't release anything through 2020. My last release was November 2019, as I said before now. And the main reason for that was I had this like wall up in my head of like, once I got someone else to mix Twinge Gang, like, I was like, I'm never mixing again, dude. Like, that shit sucks. I don't know what I'm doing. It always sounds bad. Why would I, go through the headache of all that? But I really did learn a lot. And I'm not perfect at it, of course, but I learned so much this time around from mixing and mastering. Like, it's the sort of thing where you learn things that you didn't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, oh, shit, I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that was a effect you're supposed to use in mastering. You know what I mean? Like, stereo spreader, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? It's like little things. And like learning how to use like limiters and compression and EQ better.
And listen, it's such a difference when you like actually like master something perfectly, because like
Yeah. Especially like yourself, like
oh dude,
just like figuring it out. It was like such a light bulb moment, you know?
like listen, like I didn't know what mastering was back in the day. I mean, I knew what it was, but I was just too fucked and like not give a shit. And like
Yeah.
I didn't think it actually enhanced music, but like
Well, that's exactly what it was for me, because like beginnings and Arctics, also electronic stuff that I've done like 2017 and 2018. I mixed them myself. Again, not perfect. I think they're good enough for the time that I put them out, honestly. Like I don't have any qualms really about how they're mixed or anything. But looking at how I quote mastered those versus how I mastered this is very interesting, because what I did for that is I would basically mix it, and then I would just put all the tracks like next to each other in a project. Like I would bounce the wave files or whatever, and I would just sort of make sure they're all like roughly peaking at the same level, and that would be it.
yeah,
Like I really wasn't mastering,
yeah,
and I didn't realize that it really wasn't mastering until I started doing all these plugins and all these like extra measures, and I'm like, wow, I actually mastered a track. So
exactly.
it's a really, really cool learning experience. I'm surprised I enjoyed it.
That's gonna be like a fucking hot like thing for me just to get back into, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But hey, man, it's definitely worth it. Like I said, like you know, once again referencing Nico, it was just like he was in the middle of doing his like winter levels, and like he had one more track for that zone in particular. He was like, this one's gonna take a little bit longer because I'm learning how to master, so it doesn't sound like muddy and dog shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And next, you know, as soon as like Blizzard Bedlam, Good Future came out, it was crisp. I was like, whoa, it's so much clearer. And then going back to his old works, like listening to Old Festival Night, I'm just like, bruh. I'm like, dude, it's muddy. And even like, it's like so quiet sometimes too. It's just like, what happened?
Yeah, well, with mixing and mastering, it's like the thing I would always hear before was mastering is just an extension of mixing. If your mix isn't good, don't master yet. And I took that as like, oh, it's just mixing, but like you do less things. But it's not that quite, you know?
It's just polishing it out.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think of it as like if you're making a cake, right? Like the cake itself is like the instruments and all that stuff. It's got to be good cake, right? After that, I would say mixing is like just the first layer of like icing, making sure everything's smooth and clean. And then mastering is just sort of like the decoration shit you put on top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if your icing is fucked or if your cake is fucked, it doesn't matter how many flowers you draw in icing on the top. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly,
not going to do anything. It's going to be a fucking terrible cake. So I think what I was, in a sense, putting out was I was putting out cake with a okay first layer of icing, and that was kind of it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
For an analogy. But I definitely learned a lot, and I got to say, G Fuel helps, dude.
I need to get more, dude. High key.
It helps.
I miss it. I actually do miss it because there's some days where I come into work and I'm just beat as fuck. And then like everyone, like, you know, my coworker Mike is just like short. He's like a short ginger guy, like 10 years older than me. He's like 30. He's like, "What's up, dude? I got my coffee and my Monster." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
hey.
"How's it going?" It's like 9:45. I'm like, "We ready to open?" Cool. I'm like,
You just like die on the desk.
and like verbatim, every first customer that comes in the morning, I fuck up. Like not bad, but like I bought. Like I'm just like, I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And like, or I think the funniest one was
just like short circuit.
I'm just like, I either say like when customers come, I'm like, "Hey, what brings you in there?" "Hey, how can I help you?" I was like, "Hey, how you doing? What do you want?" Like,
yeah. What do you want?
And then my coworker Mike just laughs. He's like, "What do you want?" I'm like, and I looked at the customer. I'm like, "I didn't mean to say it like that." And she's like, "Oh, you're good. I get it."
That was funny though.
Because I mean, like, there's so much expression you can show behind a mask, but at the same time, I was just like, she could tell we were both geeking out. It's like literally walks in first customer. "Hey, good morning. How are you doing? What do you want?" Like,
it does. I get what you mean. Like,
what do you want,
though.
dude? Like,
Dude, what do you want, man? Come
batteries, coils, like, fuck, dude, come on.
Hurry it up, man.
Hurry it up, dude. I'm here for another 6 hours.
Yeah,
Let's go. I got time, dude.
I've noticed that a lot with, especially recently with caffeine. Like, I think caffeine is very good for like bot activities. And what I mean is like, I don't feel very creatively open if I'm like caffeinated out my ass. You know what I mean? Because I'm not like laid back enough to like look at big picture stuff, really, if that makes sense. Like I won't drink G Fuel if I'm, playing guitar or if I'm trying to write something or whatever. Like that extra boost of energy just distracts me, if anything else. But I think when you're going to mix, or like another example is like when I'm editing YouTube videos, the caffeine sort of like it helps me like tunnel vision more. And it's more of like all right, you have a set job to do, get it done, rather than going into something more creatively based and having to be ready for like shit at any time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like being open to like little like ideas that pop in or like little things that happen. So it's a interesting duality.
For me, creatively with caffeine, I don't know. I don't think I've had enough experience doing that because like I don't drink coffee. Like it's very rare, or in fact like hardly at all that I drink coffee.
Yeah.
And the only time I get caffeine is just like whenever it's given to me, or like if I have G Fuel, like. But sometimes like I just get way too fucking like sized on like energy,
Yeah.
and then I just don't want to work on anything. I just want to run around and do something. But like
Yeah.
I don't know, for me creatively, like if I'm working on something, it's either when I'm like chilling, I'm awake and I'm like conscious, or like I'm awake and conscious like throughout the whole day, and I have like 5 hours to kill, or fucking 2 in the morning, tired as shit, and I start writing shit
Oh God. Yeah.
like what was it? I made the stereo system concept 2 in the morning. I finished up at 5 in the morning, and I was very beat, and I was like proofreading it again when I was like about to show my other friend Ordo, and then I was just like, what the fuck, like. I wrote the same sentence like 3 times, but I was just like, you go through the tree and you go through the tree and you go through the tree. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
You're just like looping.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, okay, that's where I started like having like a stroke or something.
Yeah. And then you go through the tree, and then you go through the tree.
And then you meet up with the person. It's just like,
God.
well, what was it? I wrote something really fucking funny in the concept too. Like I was just like, I don't know, like, I think it was about like Eggman or something like that. I was like, yeah, Moonlight Rock, Sonic, like confronts Eggman about what's going on. Eggman has no idea what Sonic is talking about.
Because Mike wrote it.
I'm like frustrated. Sonic beats him up. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, that's still the same idea, but it was just like so babyfied. I was like, Eggman is salty now. Sonic is salty. They battle. Sonic wins.
It's like a 5-year-old writing.
Like literally,
sentences.
like Eggman's just doing his shit. He's just analyzing like nature, doing a survey, and then Sonic's just like, yo, what do you do?
That sounds like when like I have like a burst of like an idea or something, or like if I'm driving but I can't write out like coherent sentences, I'll just write like keywords so I remember, but it ends up being like these short stubby sentences that don't make any sense.
Dude, it's like fucking. It's like in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, that character Charlie, like he doesn't know how to write, or like he doesn't know how to read or write.
Yeah.
So and then he has a diary and it's just a bunch of like really fucked up drawings like a kid would make and stuff like that. And it was a dream journal, and they were like the gang was surprising. It was stuff from his dream journal, like bringing it to life. So like, what was it? Like Charlie drew like pants and like chicken, like a whole roasted chicken in them.
Yeah.
And they're like, what is this? Like what is it? What even is this? They're like, I don't know, just grab it and just like see if he likes it. And then they bring it to the bar with all the other stuff, and Charlie's like, oh wait, you got the pants and the chicken right? Yeah, pants chicken.
What the fuck?
Fucking. But like Charlie's like a funny character because like he's stupid, but like he's like really stupid, but. In one episode, he writes a whole musical just because.
What?
Like a musical, like a whole. It was called The Night Man Cometh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about. Jesus, it's such a clusterfuck. It's about. It's about a kid who is in love with a coffee shop worker, and the coffee shop worker loves him. And the lyrics go like, "Sonny boy, little boy, why don't I have you?" Like, and then they're like, "I don't feel comfortable singing like about like this boy."
Yeah.
How I love. And Charlie's like, "That's how I wrote it. Just fucking sing it." Like, and then another song was like so the boy is asleep in the bed, and all of a sudden, the night man sneaks in through the window, and it's like Mac has these like puma eyes, like, and like he's like, and Charlie's like, I swear to God, like that is not how Nightman's supposed to be. And Danny DeVito's like the troll toll.
Oh.
And like the lyric is, you gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's soul. But he says
That's a tongue twister.
He says it, you gotta pay the troll toll to get in this boy's hole. Like,
oh God.
Fuck. And then the play ends where Nightman takes over the boy, but the boy fights back and becomes Dayman. Yeah. Champion of the sun.
Weird champ.
I know. Then the play ends like fucking because Charlie wrote the fucking musical for the waitress, like, which is a character that he really likes, but he's like really creepy about it, and she does not like him at all. So after the play's over, he comes down like from the ceiling, like singing another song. He's like, "Please, won't you take my hand in marriage?" And she's like, and then after he's like, "Come up and join the stage," like, go like this, like for marriage. And she's like, "So is that it? Can I go now?"
Is that it?
Yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, that's the musical." She's like, "All right, cool. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't follow me. I'm done." And then he's like, "All right, I'll see you tomorrow." She's like, "Don't bother me."
Oh my God.
It's a good episode. I think it's one of the best Sunny Philadelphia episodes.
Yeah, I still haven't really watched too much of that.
It's so funny, dude. Like,
I started at the very beginning, and I got like 6 episodes in or something. I don't know. It wasn't bad, but like I feel like
it definitely
probably hadn't revved up yet.
It significantly gets better in season 2 because that's when they bring in Danny DeVito, like, and that's like the whole crew throughout the rest of the show.
Okay.
Still going on, by the way.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I always see it in my Hulu, but like they have some weird like cover photos.
yeah, I actually like the stock photos. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like different art styles and shit.
Yeah.
I think right now it's like wrestling or something.
Didn't like a few of the guys leave the show?
No.
I thought one of them left.
Dennis left. Like he left at the end of one season, but came back the next season in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Because he was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a dad. Like, I'm gonna go with this girl who has my child. I'm just gonna be a dad. And then he comes back. He was like, oh, being a dad, way too much work for me, dude. It's cramping my style. He's like, plus I don't get any ladies when I have a kid around. It's just like, come on.
Fuck.
Like they're all written to be assholes. Like like the low lives of the earth. But that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dark. Not kind of. It's dark, edgy humor, and definitely like, what was it? It's definitely dated by like some topics they do, like the gas. Like there's like a gas price like fucking episode. There's the Phillies win the World Series episode.
Sheesh.
Back in from 2009. That was a geek. And a hurricane like episode.
Oh my God.
It's going nuts. Like they're at the grocery store trying to doomsday prep, but it just goes to shit. It's really funny.
What season are they on now?
Oh shit, I can't even tell you, but
Like what, fucking 15?
I don't know, but it's been
shit?
going on since 2005, so they're doing something right. Yeah,
Damn.
it's a good show. I recommend it. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and you shouldn't either. So
Yeah.
It's
I
just a
like
show.
shows like that. I just started watching the old Curb Your Enthusiasm
Yes,
episodes.
yes, dude.
I finally got like the Hulu extension for that because I've seen like some of the ones from like season 8 and 9
Yeah.
or whatever, but like none of the earlier stuff.
They're so funny. My mom
Dude, it's an awesome show.
my mom got me into Curb, and then I showed Sean Curb, and then we binge watched all of Curb, and then when the new season came out in 2017, we watched that, and now there's a new season that we still gotta watch. I'm very excited to go back and watch that with Sean. So.
It is interesting because like I've been watching the ones like the newer ones are like the Spite Store with Mocha Joe's and all that shit. Like, and they're just masterpiece episodes. Honestly, they're so well written, and it always comes together at the end. And it's funny.
I love that episode. I think it was like that season where Leon goes into that like
Dude,
white.
fucking Leon.
He goes in that
him,
white
dude.
country club. He's like, look, nobody will deny like help from a black man. And then he's just like trying to open up the pickles. He's like, can't open up this pickle jar. They eat some damn pickles, and everyone's just like on the office lady's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to call you back, and like they all run up to him, like try to help him open up the pickle jar, and then Larry and his friends sneak by.
Dude, Leon's the best. I remember there was one thing like Larry David had he had to get tested to see if he had cancer or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then like a few days later, like him and like all his friends, like Richard Lewis and all them, like had dinner or something.
Richard Lewis is scary looking, dude.
Dude, he's looking a little rough sometimes.
Yo,
he's
looks,
funny though.
He looks ghoulish.
He's
dude.
funny though. They always beef. But like, I remember in that episode, like they were having dinner like a few days later, and Larry was just like in a pissy mood because no one asked him like how the test went.
Yeah.
And everybody just forgot. And he was like, "Not one of you called to ask how my cancer test went, and I'm fine, by the way." And then everyone was like, "No, it's not like that, man." And Richard Lewis was like, "Hey, I meant to, and it's just that I meant to." And then Leon's just like, he's like eating like a burger or something. He's like, "I fucking forgot." The shit was so funny. It's just like the pinnacle of his character, bro. It's fucking geek.
Another one that geeks me was when Larry ate the fucking manger cookies. It was like an older season.
Okay.
Like Larry ate Cheryl's parents like manger cookies for the manger scene.
Oh.
And they're like all yelling at him. Like it was the day of Christmas where they were supposed to go to church, and they're like, he's like, I thought they were like animal crackers. Like it's like, what did you ate baby Jesus? He's like, I thought he was a monkey.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's cool because like watching like the first season, like you can tell it is like improv, and you can tell them like they like slip up a little bit, like they're trying to get in the groove, and then like watching the later episodes, you really see that like they gelled like over time. It's cool progression.
It's so funny. I love Curb. I think, dude, Susie just is a fucking bitch and a half. Dude,
my mom loves her.
Larry, like you four-eyed fuck, like
what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's like you served my kid alcohol, Larry. Like
what?
I didn't do it. It's like, yeah, no, like that episode was funny where fucking her apple juice looked like Larry's wine glass, and then he like fucking just left his glass out, and she just came by, started drinking, and then she's like, "My daughter is at home drunk, hysterical." Like, yeah, did someone say hysteria?
No, Sonic Boy.
Yeah.
God,
yeah, no,
he never stops.
Larry David's a good show.
Larry David is a good show.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is a good show. Another episode that was really funny when they were golfing and they killed the black swan, but it was the owner's black swan.
I've seen that one.
And everyone's like, "No, I didn't see anything."
I remember there was one at like the club, and like they had like a waitress there that was just like profusely sweating on all their food, and like they were trying to like avoid her a bunch, and like they kept getting her, and like just like, oh my god, it was such a Larry David like Seinfeld moment, like watching like sweat drip into soup, and he's just like staring at it and then staring up at her, and he's just,
I remember.
Out. Oh my god.
Or how about like he's like, yeah, no one wants to sit near me when I wear this "Make America Great" hat again. It's great. Like, and then people got the wrong idea by the end of the episode.
Yep, as you should.
Yeah, he just wanted to wear it just because like everyone thought he was an asshole, so he just like. He's like, I got the whole place to myself now. Like,
yeah.
He takes off the hat when everybody leaves. He's like, yo, these MAGA hats are great.
Just low-key big brain, dude.
I know. Exactly.
Oh
Maybe we should do that when I get back to Towson so I can actually have a seat.
No.
Yeah, not at Towson. No, that is a very progressive school. I do not, dude, I'll probably get my ass wrecked if I even say Trump's name, dude, high key. But, you know, let's not talk about Trump, dude. He's MIA, dude. Nobody knows where he's at. He's not on any social media, so
that's a dub.
I mean, yeah, I get like to some people, yeah, but at the same time, it's just like I'll take it. I'll take him just mysteriously vanishing.
Yeah, we won't get super into politics, but yeah, fuck that shit.
I just think it's funny. Like after after everything, just silence.
Just
like
gone.
He's not even on Twitter anymore, so it's like he can't even say anything.
Yeah,
which is really interesting.
It's great.
He also got banned off Fur Affinity. If you heard of that,
what is that?
It's like like a fucking like furry like image board, like where you could post.
Someone make a fake account of him?
I assume so, but it said like it was like user Donald Trump banned.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, yo, Donald Trump had a Fur Affinity account?
No, dude. Yikes! That's a giant yikes.
It's geek, dude. Dude, no, it's
yeah, we're cutting that out. We'll leave in the laughs.
We can also cut out this penis.
No, I'm leaving that in.
Oh fuck.
Got him.
But yeah, it's just interesting how you can get banned off everything. I don't know. I kind of want to go for that world record. I want to get banned off everything. That's why So I posted that.
I mean, I can start by banning you from my Discord or something if that would make you happy.
Well, that's why I made that fucking Walter meme and posted on Twitter last night. I was just
oh,
like,
you're
I don't
trying
want
to get banned. Okay.
No, I just don't want everyone taking my Twitter serious.
Dude, no one should take their Twitter seriously. That's the whole problem that Trump fell into.
You
People
see,
taking his Twitter seriously.
What
Him
Nico,
taking his
what
Twitter
Nico
seriously.
told me to do: try to make your Twitter as unnecessarily bad as possible.
Oh yeah.
So nobody bothers you.
Yeah.
So they just think you're delusional and
You
crazy.
can just have fun.
Yeah, he's just like, I like how people go on Twitter to see me like post about talk about music, but I'm literally writing wild rants and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have like a Twitter account for like Elliott Preston because why would I do that? I feel like that's taking myself too seriously. So I have one for Elliott where I just sort of fuck around. I don't even tweet all that much. And then I have a shitpost private account for like my close friends that I just bug out on.
Dude, yeah.
Dude. But yeah, I think that's how you enjoy Twitter. It's not like Instagram is like too formal a lot of the time.
Remember that diss video I made about Twitter? I was like, wow, dude.
Dude, that was funny.
I think I still have that.
That was so funny. I think I have that saved, dude.
I was like, is this
Just
what Twitter's
Twitter
really like?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was such a genuine reaction.
No,
too,
dude, that was so fucking good.
I think that was I posted that in general in SRB2 community server, and they're like, hey guys, Lars had a Twitter moment. Twitter sucks. Remember that? And I was like, yeah. Like Twitter moment. It was like a whole chain of just Twitter moment, Twitter moment, Twitter moment.
Yeah.
They aren't wrong. They aren't wrong.
Yep.
And I still stand by Twitter's for the fucking birds.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's for the birds, but
Yeah.
I have one now. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Guess you're a bird, dude.
I don't care. I don't care at all. I
I
just
don't
find some
care.
cool people to follow, and that's it. But yeah, man. What time are we looking up right now?
We are at 38 minutes.
38 minutes. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we talked about music for a while.
I know.
Time flies, dude. Time flies.
Speaking of time flying, dude, January went by so quick. I'm not complaining now.
Yeah, I kind of feel that too.
And it's already week 3 of my classes. I'm just like, bruh, slow your roll real quick, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt pretty productive, so I think that's part of it.
I don't feel productive at all, like especially with school, like because I have a Monday,
Yeah.
Wednesday, Friday class, 12 to 12:50, and then finance Monday 6:15 to 6:30 to 9:15 at night.
Oh wow,
That is excruciating. That is so long. It's
That's
so
brutal.
boring. Yeah. I just gotta do it, dude. I just gotta do it.
I'm surprised you didn't just take a full break, honestly.
I mean, might as well just get some classes done, But hey, if everything goes well, this will be my last psych class that I need for my psych minors. So,
Nice.
then I can just focus on marketing and then be on my way out. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
yeah. I rather take like summer classes rather than like full fall classes, fall and
Aren't-
spring online.
Aren't summer and winter like more expensive?
No, they're just
not?
condensed.
Oh, okay.
Like summer, you have 2 months. Winter, you have a month to get through a class.
Oh.
The workload is different, but the classes in the course are designed for online.
Oh.
Unlike fucking finance and Excel being online,
Yeah.
they're actually designed to be taken online, in the flexibility and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, both of my professors are still struggling to even use Blackboard. Come on.
That's like bare minimum, man.
Exactly.
Yikes.
It's just really frustrating. I'm kind of getting sick of it. And, for somehow, in some strange reason, if we're not going back in fall 2021, I'm sorry, dude. I just might just take a break, high key.
There's nothing wrong with that,
Yeah, I mean,
especially under the circumstances.
but the confusing thing is like Stevenson, the neighboring college, and I have a friend there, Amanda. Hey, if you're listening to this, what's up, Bull Queen? But she is like, I think she's staying on campus, but she's going she's hybrid classes. So she's like, some of her classes are online, but some of them are meet in person, and they're they have a campus life and everything there. That's cool with COVID restrictions. Towson, nobody's on campus.
Yeah.
I mean, I know where they're all at. They're in their dorms, but no one's allowed to. No other people are allowed to
Wait,
go
so
in
where
the
did
dorms.
she go?
Stevenson,
How big is Stevenson?
not that big. It's like kind of.
It's like what, like 2-3K, or is it more than that? Students, because Towson's like what, 30 now, 30K.
Let me give you some numbers real quick.
Because I would think would be the reason, right?
Let me check. I mean, your brother doesn't.
My brother's Mount St. Mary's. His, I'm pretty sure, is like hybrid or somewhat hybrid, and they're like, I think they're around like 2K students.
Student population for Towson, as of 2015, it's 22,000, but it's definitely 30,000 now.
Yeah,
And
2015.
then look, Stevenson University student population. As of, I mean, it's really outdated, but as of 2016, 4,000.
Okay, so it might be up to like 7 or 8 now, but that is considerably smaller.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that I would think would be the reason, I guess.
I don't know, man. I just miss walking around, like actually seeing other people. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being safe and stuff like that, but you know what? We'll see what happens during the year.
Yeah.
I'm getting really sick of doing online school, though, high key.
Yeah, everybody is.
I know I'm not alone. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's fucked that like we don't even really think about it a lot of the time, or at least I don't. Like, I don't wake up and go, "Oh, COVID's still going on." It's just like something in the back of your head. You just know. It's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Like, this is just life now.
I feel bad for, like, I mean, yeah, I got school sucks, but dude, like, imagine, like, having kids and like having to go to work.
Oh yeah.
And then they have to go to school, but no one's around to take care of them. Like, dude, that's big stress, man. I cannot imagine that.
Holy crap, dude.
Yep.
Even just like delivering a baby during COVID, like being in a hospital. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would
I think
supply a lot of
I think
anxiety.
the wildest shit ever, Tony and Chelsea, my friends who are married, like youngest married couple I know, but they had their baby Harley in March, right at the hospital near Towson University, because I saw Tony on Stat Maps one night. I was like, "What are you doing at the hospital?" "Oh, Chelsea's delivering." I'm like, "What? Holy shit!" I'm like, I wish I could. I'm like, I could technically skate over, but it's cold and it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey man," I was like, "I would love you to be here," but he's like, "Yeah, it's kind of like ridiculous right now." Then, like, they had the baby, very cute baby, and then COVID hit. So I'm glad they delivered that right before like everything got truly sized.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, no, it's just kind of weird just having to like imagine being born into this fucking future, dude. Just like yikes. Yikers, dude.
Or even just like maybe you're 4 or 5 years old and then COVID hits, like your first experience of school is this. Very strange.
Yeah, it's definitely strange. It's definitely strange. One thing I will say that's funny though is like the class of 2020, they were like sitting there and like crying and like on TikTok and shit like that about not having a senior prom and like all the senior events, and then 2021 kids are fucking making fun of them. And now they're in the same seat.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
And then the 2022 kids are just like, we're not gonna say anything. Like,
Yep.
just so
Like the picture of the monkey, just like.
Yep. But yeah, I just hope we get out. I just hope we get out of this soon because I'm just kind of bored. But I'm gonna take it full advantage. Like, this lockdown stuff. If I do have to take a break, I'll just work on my own hobbies and stuff like that. So I'm definitely gonna have to find a new place to live, though. That's for sure. I am not staying in Aspen again.
Yep. I'm glad you've decided that.
That's for a future episode, but I will keep my mouth shut about that, or else this episode's gonna go from like 40 minutes to like fucking an hour and
hour and
30
a half
minutes. Yeah. But that's all I'll say about Aspen.
Yeah, I think that's the right move for you.
Yeah, I just can't do it anymore. I love living in Towson. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna look at like University Village or something like that. Just like the apartment complex right behind West Village. UV baby. I mean, it's a dump sometimes, but better than fucking living in Aspen. I rather live there, having to deal with people like partying and like people coming in and out, going to other parties and shit, than having like my bathroom door fall on me when I'm taking a shit. The courtyard that was the main thing advertised, not even finished.
Yeah, just shit not being available.
Getting fucked with parking.
Oh yeah, they just started making you pay for parking.
Yeah.
Today, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think the biggest hitter, or no, okay, 2 more. RAs in the building, even though they said there weren't going to be none. And
wait, why?
But no, they said there were no RAs. But now since Towson owns 7th through 12. You know, we gotta buy it to Towson rules in common areas too, like the lounges, which is first of all fucking stupid.
Gotcha.
And now, and I think the biggest hitter for me was the delay even to move in the fucking first place, dude. So, shit happens.
Shit does indeed happen.
I'm really not feeling Aspen anymore. That is for sure. I was so patient with Aspen too. Like everything that went wrong, I was like, you know, could be worse. Could be worse.
Yeah. I mean, you can just listen to older episodes of this. You're just like trying to make the best of it, but like you reach your breaking point at some point.
I'm done with Aspen. Fuck them. I tried going on rent strike, but then I forgot to pay rent. Like actually just forgot. And then the general manager narked on me, and they called my mom.
Oh, God.
And I was like, "Why?" Like
Dude.
she co-signed it. I'm like, "Just send me an email." Like you know, they're like, "Yeah, if he doesn't pay by tomorrow."
Like, don't go over my head.
They said verbatim, "If you don't pay by today, we will kick you out tomorrow." I'm like, "Shit, let me do that."
It's like, all right, jeez, fuck.
I'm like, "Yeah, my bad for being 6 days late on fucking rent, dude. Like, fuck off."
Sheesh. After all the shit they put you through.
I know. And there's still no communication about what's going on with like the rules with Aspen and Towson University.
Yeah.
This one kid, Mike, has to write a whole 3-page essay about like why you should wear masks in common areas. But first of all, it was 1:00 in the morning in the computer lab, and he was like took off his mask because like nobody else is in there, and he was just vibing. Then two RAs come in and bust him for it, and they told him like, you're getting written up. You're gonna hear from student life about this, and he's like, I don't even live on campus. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Yeah, but shit happens. Well, I don't want to talk about Aspen anymore. I don't want to get too riled up.
That's fine with me, dude.
I'm pretty chilling right now.
Big chilling, dude.
Big chilling. I'm just disappointed that Nate renewed his lease. Like he renewed it right before shit hit the fan. So
is he regretting it, do you think?
I think he does a little bit. But like at the same time it's definitely hard to find another place to rent out.
Yeah.
And especially once you get in that lease with Aspen, you can't leave unless if you get someone else to buy your lease.
Yeah.
And after this year, who the fuck's want to go buy a lease from Aspen Heights?
Yeah.
So
yikes. They've gotten some bad publicity.
Oh, dude, like other apartment complexes are dissing on them. Like there's a shittier apartment complex, Altus, that like, my friend Grace is like literally like that is a fucking rat house sorority frat apartment complex.
I could just see something going wrong and them reporting it, and it's like, hey, at least we're not Aspen. And then they're just
they
like,
said that. They said
wait, really?
No, they were like, here's 5 reasons why Altus is greater than Aspen. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
That's wow. That's like blatant.
I know,
funny.
and even like another apartment complex, like the York, that's what it's called. I don't know. I comment on their profile. No, I comment on one of their pictures. I was like, Godspeed. Like, hope you guys have a good launch, and hopefully you don't shill the Towson and have RAs and like in your floors. Like, and then next, they liked my comment. They DM'd me. They're like, see you on the tour with a winky face. I was like, bruh, stop. I'm like, leave me alone, dude. I'm like, I know this is marketing, but chill.
Whoa.
I'm just like, I'm just fucking with you. I'm not gonna live there.
Dude,
$14,000 for a room, dude, a month. Holy, no, not $14,000, $1,400.
Oh, okay, still.
That's the same place with the fucking podcast studio in it.
Oh, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey man, maybe I'll go on a tour. I'll see if it's worth it, and then maybe I can just invite you or something to live there. But that's a lot,
dude. We could use the podcast studio, dude.
That's a lot of.
Just kidding. We'd probably still just do this.
That's a lot of fucking money, though.
Yeah, no, not worth.
Yeah, I mean that location's great, but like at the same time, dude, $1,400 per room, bro. Yeah, that's daddy's money right there. That's non-existent because I don't have a dad. So
damn.
And my mom raised me better. Like, so yeah. Apartments suck, but I bet I can find one that's like more affordable, like $800 a month.
Yeah.
That's
Let's start a stream
total
house, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was thinking about that.
Content house.
I was literally thinking about that on the way over here, dude.
I'd be down.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to see what happens. Let's see what happens 2021, and then like if everything's starting to look bright, I'll be like, yeah, dude, let's do it.
Let's fucking.
But if
get
it's
it,
still
dude.
a shitty bad future, I'll be like, let's wait on it.
Bad future 2021.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, I really hope not. But Optimistic thoughts, my bitch. Man, I'm getting tired.
I'm getting kind of schlumpy too.
Yeah, dude. Man, it's just a chill episode tonight. We're just chilling, and I got to go to Delaware tomorrow.
What are you doing there again?
We're selling my grandma's house.
Oh.
Yep, and that's gonna be the end of that.
Is that like where your mom
saga.
grew up?
Yeah, because my grandma's in the at the home and stuff like that. So she's been there since June, and now we're just finally selling the house. So at
Are
least
you like going to help move stuff or what?
Yeah, that's literally what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
We're leaving by 9 tomorrow, and we're gonna get there by like 10:45 and shit. I'm gonna be fucking beat.
Yeah.
I can already tell I'm not gonna have a good time because first of all, I left my vape charger at my apartment, and I don't feel fucked to drive all the way back down to Towson and then back here, dude. Maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe if I'm feeling frisky, I'll probably do it, dude.
Yeah.
I probably will. Thinking about I'm most likely gonna do it just
I'll
to
spot
vibe,
you some G Fuel,
dude. You know what? Honestly, I could take like a good fucking hour drive just to vibe out. That would be nice.
Yeah, just put on some music, put on some Frozen Sun, dude.
Dude, the first night in 9 days where I'm not fucked up.
Fuck.
Honestly, I might do that now. You know what? You convinced me. I'm gonna do that.
Let's go.
My mom's gonna be like, "You got home late." I'll be like, so.
So?
I'll be like, "Yo, guess what? Chicken butt."
Ooh. Got him, dude.
All right, well, one story. I was with my grandma at 2020 at Applebee's, like right before she started getting sick. And I was just like, hey, mom, guess what? And then she's like, what? But the waiter came over, and while she was talking to like my grandma, my mom texts me on the phone. She's like, if you say chicken butt to my mom, I will throw your head through this table. And I was just like, I didn't take it seriously. She's like, so mom, guess what? She's like, what? I'm like, chicken butt. And my mom just slaps me. And I was like, ow, fuck. Like, I didn't scream fuck, but I was just like, ow. Like,
she saw it coming, dude.
She literally said, if you say chicken butt, I'm throwing your head through this table.
Dude, guess why?
Chicken thigh.
You gotta get her with that one.
Dude, no. You know what you should do? Guess what?
What?
I don't know, dude. I was blank. You know what I was saying last night though when I was like partying with Nate? I was just like, dude, can I tell you a secret? He's like, yeah, bro, what's up? I'm like, dude, I don't know. And he was just like, no, what's the secret? I'm like, that was a secret. Dude, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, like, it's stupid shit like that keeps me going.
Yeah. It's the kind of energy tonight is, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, this is a laid back episode, but hey, man, I already got the picture picked out, dude. I'll just take on. Well,
For this episode?
Oh yeah, dude. Wait, no, never mind. It's in portrait mode. Fuck.
What were you gonna use?
I was just gonna do that campus shot that I did today.
Oh, okay.
Where it was like sunset or something like that, or maybe I can just take it, tomorrow when I get back there or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like titling this episode something related to Frozen Sun. Maybe we could do that.
Yeah.
And then we're actually gonna get new pictures soon. By the way, guys.
Yeah.
On February 20th, powered by my friend Jenny Little and Chris O'Leary. Because he's a graphic designer and like
Chris Labyrinth.
Chris Labyrinth Zone. but no, Chris is a graphic designer and Jenny is a photographer that I'm really great friends with. And I told her about Late Night Bool. I mean, she's been there for the whole Late Night Bool ride when I first told her about it. And she's very interested in helping out. Like, because she's like, yeah, it's what you guys are passionate about. I'm definitely down to do it.
Yeah.
And she threw out some good ideas, but I'm not gonna reveal any just yet. But
yeah,
it'll be a good year 2, theme for Late Night Bool. Definitely.
For sure. We could definitely use some improvements on our pictures.
Oh, yeah. No, definitely. Because it's like, that was like beta build, dude. I don't even wear the I want to wear the flannel, but I think some buttons broke off and shit. And that's when I was a little tubbier, too. I was just like, and my mom still was like, what's up that on Elliott's shirt? I'm like, Kramer? My mom's like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Kramer shirt. I forgot about that.
No, it's like, my mom's like, what's that on Elliott's shirt? Who is that? I'm like, oh, it's Kramer. She's like,
it's
nice.
The Kramer painting.
Yeah,
dude.
she's like nice.
I
love Kramer.
I think I got that for my birthday, like that year.
From your dad?
Probably. Well, yeah, it would have been from my parents. It was either my birthday or Christmas, one or the other. But I told them, I'm like, I want a picture or a shirt with the Kramer painting on it.
Good times, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you should get your dad up here for a guest. Like, let's get your dad up here for a guest speaker episode. I just want to hear dad just talk, dude. He's like very interesting.
Dude, Mr. Ernie, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking funny as shit, dude. Dude, he's like legacy. No, he's like old Booler, dude. He's old Night Bool, dude.
Old Night Bool. What the fuck? Makes him sound like 80.
Nah, dude, he's just chill. He's just got many stories. Man of many stories, dude. That's all I'll say.
That might be funny.
Shout out to Mr. Ernie. Yo, where's Bert though?
I don't know, man. We don't talk about him.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm kind of running out of things to say.
That's all good, man. We got a few more minutes. Anything coming up?
Anything coming up, like for what?
Like with your stuff?
Oh yeah, no, I gotta finish my Snap the Sentinel video. I've been putting that off for a little bit because I just wanted to take a break from like stuff in January and focus on Hysteria for a little bit. But I do have most of the video planned out and stuff like that. And also, I don't know, when it was snowing, I kind of drafted up a video idea, just talking about cool snow themed levels that isn't just all Christmas and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So some themes I got down for like cool snow themes that I wanted to talk about and express on with the music and design and look. In Sonic's category, I was going to talk about Ice Cap Zone
Okay.
from Sonic 3
Let's
and
go.
an unlockable level from SRB 2, Frozen Hillside, which is really cool. From Paper Mario, Chapter 7 and 1 and 2 has some good ass snow themes, dude. Like Paper Mario 1, which is like you start off in like a penguin village that you got to find a murderer for or something like that because someone got murdered, but really he just passed out because a book fell on his head.
Okay.
Then you got to go to like a crystal palace and face off with the Crystal King, which is really cool. But then Chapter 7 in Paper Mario 2, you start off in this place called Far Far Outpost, which is basically just like a snowy, desolate area, and the music's so fucking... It's definitely foreboding, but that's just the half of the chapter, because the other half of the chapter, you shoot up to the moon, which is really fucking cool, and that's where the whole rest of the chapter takes place. So
Nice.
I don't know if you heard of this game. It was on the DS called Drawn to Life.
I think I have heard of that.
Yeah, it's a cool game where like you get prompts to like draw objects, and you can do whatever you want. You can even make your own hero, like how whatever you draw out, and those assets are used in your game. A lot of replayability. But the first world is it's called Snowy World, and it's really just chill, wholesome vibes. Even the music's just like a little Christmassy, but it's just a nice vibe. Another theme I was going to talk about was Donkey Kong Country 3's world called K3, which is basically just all snow, especially on the GBA version, because the GBA has different music from the SNES, and the GBA's music sells it, the theme, because it's like a snowy like forest hillside, and literally starts off with a sample of a guy yodeling in the background, and it's just this bouncy fucking snow track, and then in the middle of it, it's just icy wind, no music or anything, just ambient.
Nice.
And then it just loops back, but it hits so hard, dude, especially when you're walking around at night and you just hear.
Yeah, I like stuff like that, like white noise kind of.
Exactly. And then the last snow theme I was going to talk about is the final area in Final Fantasy VII, Northern Crater.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't want to say anything about that. So, and I do want to make that a video because, snow themes in video games definitely get overlooked because it's just Christmas jams and shit like that. But
yeah, a lot of times, and we've talked about this, it's like they sort of feel similar.
Yeah, but like those ones are like definitely, the ones I listed are definitely different from each other.
They stand out.
Especially Far Far Outpost and Northern Crater. Like those are definitely outliers.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Far Far Outpost is such a funny like area because like it's desolate snow area, but it's like at a launch base. But all the bob bombs there are Russian.
All right.
They're like we could not get my best Russian impression. They're like we could not get cannon until we get clearance, and it's just like you're like, God damn it, I gotta get clearance to use this fucking shit. They're like, it's Bob Bomb way. Like, it's like, we haven't used it since the war.
Oh my God. The fuck?
And the funny thing is, when you launch into space with the cannon, the firepower for the cannon is all the bombs in the village. And they explode and they all come flying back down in parachutes. It's cool.
Nice.
But yeah, sorry about that for
That
taking.
sounds interesting though.
Yeah, it'd definitely be a different video for me to make, but I think
Do
it'll
it.
be fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are games that I all fucking played. I know.
I think you could branch out a little more with your channel.
Yeah, definitely for sure. You can definitely tell like a little bit. I started branching out with like the Mega Man 8 video and then Sonic's Bible Adventure.
Oh my
Then
god.
I went back to Sonic Mania.
that video, Jesus Christ.
Sonic's Bible Adventure was such a funny video, dude.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. That was a repressed memory.
What a clickbait title too. It was like the best Sonic game you will play.
Oh god.
Sonic's Bible. No, nobody heard about it. It's like made from like 1999 on Game Maker Studio.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, god, that is a good video.
Yeah. What about you, man?
Along with like the normal like stream, I've been streaming Persona 4. Like, I've done 2 streams so far. Both have been over 3 hours each time.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Big Persona 5 fan, trying out 4. But music wise, I have another track sort of similar in inspiration to Frozen Sun, not in like a winter theme, but it came about a very similar way.
Molten Snow.
No, Molten Snow. Yeah, the Frozen Sun B-side.
Yeah, no, that's like that's encore mode.
Yeah. But yeah, there's one. It came about almost the same way. The next Late Night Bool episode, after we were done, we started messing around with some stuff.
Yeah, for Silver
another
Spring
song.
Reef.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna flesh that out a little more. That also has some guitar in it, but it's acoustic. Very different feel. I think that's cool. And what I've been doing like the past maybe 2 weeks is it started because of that song. I just wrote this like piano thing
Yeah.
at the end, and it was like it's related to it in that it's the same like chord progression, but it's not stylistically with it at all. It's like a separate idea, and that got me thinking about just writing like piano music, like putting out like a piano EP or whatever. And then I thought about this guitar instrumental I wrote over a year ago, and I thought it was cool. But it like I would always think about it. I'm like, this isn't really a guitar thing, is it? Like I know how to play it on guitar, and like I wrote it on guitar, but I feel like it would fit better somewhere else. So I just put it into Logic's like piano sounds, and I was like, whoa! And then I started adding layers to that. So right now I have 4 piano songs, all written from guitar. Like I wrote them and played them on guitar, and then I just transferred those chords over to piano sounds, basically. And that's been really fun. It's like much more simple. It's more about like, for me, it's more about taking that instrument and just pushing it by itself as far as I can take it. You know what I mean? Given my typical style, rather than looking for a bunch of sounds that go together. You know what I mean? A bunch of different like synths and stuff like that. But it's cool because a lot of like the chord shapes and stuff aren't always typical piano shapes. They're more based on guitar chord shapes, so they sound a little different. You know what I mean? And it's just fun. It's very similar to how I write a lot of my electronic stuff, where I'll have like a single idea and I'll just keep looping it, and then I'll just add layer after layer over top.
Yeah.
But instead of going and finding like a million different sounds that all like gel, it's just a piano. But it's very cool. I'm really enjoying it a lot.
That's awesome, man.
I think I'm just gonna call it piano songs from a guitarist. Like, very simple. So
Hey, man.
I'm having fun with it.
Also, when you were talking about that, I was thinking about music too. Then I started thinking about like, like the Sonic Shield sound, and I was like, oh god, I forgot to do something for SRB2 tonight.
Oh shit.
I gotta that's another thing I'll add. I gotta make for the original level design contest. Recently, we decided that instead of having it every spring, we'll have it every 6 months, which is better for the long run because mappers, like, people will get fatigued if it was like every 2 months or something like that.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives more for map makers like myself to make a map. So next map or OLDC is June 2021. So we're trying to overhaul the player vote system to go to a world. I'm making the concept for that, and I pitched it. Everybody was a little about it, but we still were like, but there was another idea presented and that I got the green light for, so we're gonna do that, and then I gotta make it a theme. Like I think we're trying to go for a Tron theme this time around.
Okay.
So it should be interesting. But they wanted a concept for it like Tuesday, and I was like, I'll do it tomorrow, guys. Like I'm just really busy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Rip.
Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, it's we're doing that. Ellie and I are always gonna stay busy, but
Of course.
other than that, I think it's time for fucking late night snool
Yeah.
for both of us.
Late night schlump.
I've been Mike. Thanks again for another fantastic fucking year of Late Night Bool. It's really interesting. I really like it. I really do enjoy this, and it's you guys that make it matter. Like, because we just do it for you guys, and it's just all hobbyist thing at the end of
it's
the
fun.
day. And just hearing people like actually like see the story, like the post, and like say like, that was a really good episode. Really, really warms my heart. So thank you guys. Just want to sign us out real quick, my man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for listening, guys. As always, hope you enjoyed this episode, and we will see you in 2 weeks with another episode. Would we have new pictures by then, or would it be 2 episodes from now?
Let me check real quick because
this would go up
This is gonna go up
the
8th.
8th. Okay. So we would
Wait, hold on. Yeah, so 8th, and then the bye week would be the 20th, which will be taking pictures. So next episode we'll probably have new pictures.
Okay, awesome.
If everything goes straight with Jenny
Yeah,
and Chris, because Jenny's really fucking busy.
Yeah,
because she's a senior and sorority life, and you know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and she's in. I forgot to mention this. She doesn't even live local. She's in Crofton, Maryland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's about. But
yeah,
C-Town, baby. Yo, any C-Town listeners, drop a C-Town in chat.
But yeah, so hopefully you enjoy like the new pictures for next episode. And yeah, I think that's it. Keep on bowling, guys.